Please like the video and subscribe my channel to get updates. Also press bell icon to receive notifications of new uploads. Hello friends, I am Dr. Ajay Verma and I welcome you to Make and Maze. In my previous video, we talked about lathe machine, its parts and various types of lathe machine. If you have not visited that, please go through the video. I will provide link of that video in the description section of this video also. In this video, we will be talking about different types of lathe operations that can be performed on lathe machine. So let us start. So there are numerous operations that can be performed on lathe machines. Major ones are listed here, right? So lathe machine can perform centering, facing, turning, knurling, boring, reaming, thread cutting and many more. So let us discuss them one by one. First operation, that is centering. So consider that this purple one is the chuck, this one, this is the workpiece, and here yellow color ones are the tools. So in case of centering, what we are doing, we are mounting the workpiece into the chuck. The chuck is now rotating the workpiece, and one drill tip type of tool is mounted in the tailstock and then moved towards the center of the workpiece, so that there will be a groove formed there like this, and this operation is called centering operations. This operation is generally performed on the workpiece when we have to go for further operations on this workpiece, but the workpiece is longer enough so that it can be mounted on the dead center. For that we are making the groove. The second operation is facing operation. What we are doing here, we are having a cutting tool, single point cutting tool, and it is being feeded in the direction perpendicular to the axis of the rotation of the workpiece, so that this flat surface is obtained. So this is the operation of making end of the workpiece as a flat surface. So many times the workpiece ends are not flat, maybe it is trapezoidal, or maybe it is having some sort of zigzag grooves, or maybe there are a lot of burrs there on the end of the workpiece, so they can be removed using the facing operation. Third operation, a very important operation, is turning operation. What it means? Turning operation means to reduce the diameter of the workpiece like this. So if we have given this much of feed or depth of cut, so in one cut we can reduce the diameter from here to here. When we do this operation on the complete length of the workpiece, that type of turning is called straight turning. So we are moving the tool from here to end, so that the complete length is reduced in diameter like this. When we are making objects like this, where the diameters are different for the two parts of the workpiece, then this type of turning is called step turning. There is another category of turning operation, that is taper turning, where we are making conical shapes of the workpiece. For that, what we are doing, as we discussed in our previous video, we generally swivel the compound rest so that the tool is moving at some angle with respect to the axis of the workpiece. So now the tool is moving like this, so this angle is half of the taper angle, means whatever the taper angle is required, we take half of that angle and we are moving the tool in this direction, so that we are getting the taper or the conical shapes on the workpiece. There are many methods for doing this, means for doing taper turning. One is that one, by swiveling the compound rest. Another method is that we can use a form tool rather than swiveling it. So what we are doing, we are using this type of tool which is having inbuilt half angle of the taper. So it is, when we are pressing this tool towards the workpiece, it's like that. This type of tool is used. So when we are pressing it like that, so it is cutting the material and we are getting the final taper or the final conical shape. There is another method in which we are using a taper turning attachment, which automatically feeds the tool so that taper is formed there. And one more method is there where we are shifting the center of the dead stock. Means what we are doing, we are shifting the tail stock from the center to some particular angle, and then the workpiece is rotating at an angle on the between the two centers. So when we are moving the tool in this direction, then we are getting the conical shapes in the workpiece itself, right? So when we will be talking about different types of accessories and attachments for lathe machine, this method I will discuss that later on. Okay, so there are 2-3 methods for getting the taper turning. Then the next method is called knurling operation. Knurling operation is nothing but to make diamond like shapes on some part of the workpiece. This is for many times it is for decorative purpose, but most of the time it is for the gripping point of view. So because of the diamond like shapes, this part of the workpiece can be easily gripped wherever required. Just like you might have seen this type of grooves on the screw jack or micrometer, if you have used that in your 9th, 10th or whenever you have used, there are some sort of ratchet arrangement at the end of the micrometer. When we are screwing it, when it is completely pressed against the workpiece, it produces a retching sound like trr, and then that gripping part is having knurling operation at the end of that, so that proper gripping can be there. Then the next operation is drilling operation. So what we are doing, we are inserting a drill bit into the tail stock. When the workpiece is rotating and the tail stock is moved towards the workpiece, it can produce drilled holes into the workpiece. So drilling is an operation of making holes into the workpiece. Then the next operation is reaming operation. In this operation also we are making the holes, but using a reamer. It's another type of something like a drill bit, and it is also used for the making of holes into the workpiece. Next operation is boring. Boring is an operation to enlarge already drilled holes, right? So if we have drilled a hole here, we can enlarge its diameter either for some part or complete throughout the length. We can make the diameter larger one using this boring tool. So what we are doing, we are inserting the boring tool, and it's basically it is a internal turning. So we are enlarging internal diameter of the drilled hole. So the requirement for boring is that a previously drilled hole must be there. Then and only then you can perform the boring operation. Then we are having cutting off or parting off operation. So there is a parting tool, and it is being pressed into the workpiece, rotating workpiece, up to the center of the workpiece. So the complete part is separated from the another part. So generally this type of operation is performed when all the operations are being performed here, already performed here, and then the required length of the workpiece is to be cut. So we can perform this operation to cut the length of the workpiece. Then we are having grooving operation. Grooving operation is actually almost similar to the cutting operation. The difference is that we are not moving up to the center of the workpiece, but for an amount of length which is required. So this groove is generally required whenever we want some sort of, say, if some collar is to be mounted here, gear is to be mounted here, or some other gasket or something other things are to be mounted on this groove. So this can be made using the grooving operation. Then we are having threading operation. As we talked in our previous video, what happens in the threading operation, we attach the carriage with the lead screw and a threading tool is used. So what happens, this threading tool when moves automatically like this, so it can produce threads on the periphery of the workpiece. So this is the threading operation as can be performed on the lathe machine. One more operation that is called forming, that can be performed on lathe machine. In forming, what we are doing, we are using a form tool like this, say for example. So whatever the shape of the tool is there, that shape of the workpiece is formed. So this is the workpiece and a form tool is inserted into the workpiece, so either concave or convex type of shape can be formed using the form tool. So these are the major operations which can be performed on a lathe machine, and many more operations can be performed. That is why lathe machine is called mother of all the machines, and I think that it is the most widely used machine in the workshops and in factories. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching my video. If you